Hi everyone, GreenPanda here, and yeah, it's been a while, so I'm gonna try to be as quick as I can. So let's get into it. This is my first initial thoughts on the Huion Tablet 13, and well, is it worth the hype? After finally relenting to Jazz's videos of his subliminal messages of taking a Huion tablet, I decided to bite the bullet and get one. Truth is, technology and me don't mix. It has taken me years to finally bite the bullet to finally get a tablet because, I don't know, I think it's some sort of Mercury retrograde, or I am just really unlucky with technology where every time I buy something, it breaks. So when I got this tablet, I was expecting to cry and to return it and probably, you know, think twice again and wait another 5 years till I get another tablet. So is Huion worth the hype? And I have to say, I now understand why people love it, although I do have some criticism. Some to Huion, some to other external things like my laptop. My laptop is actually the main one who's under fire right now. If anything, the Huion tablet is just exposed how shit my laptop is. So the main one would be the screen protector. Since watching all videos and doing my research, I realized this was actually a common problem. It's 2022, you'd think they would have fixed it by now. Alas, after peeling off the sticker, there was a snap, and once I peeled it, it ripped. There was a weird, like, wobbly layer around the tablet itself, and it was a weird outline, and I wondered if that was the screen protector underneath, and the label that you had to peel off it, I thought was fused to the tablet, and this is where the panic came in. So I took the cloth that came with the product and tried to wipe the screen from any shrapnel, like bits of dirt or bits of plastic that was on the screen. I made this mistake of scrubbing a certain area at the bottom corner, and it ripped off the rest of the tiny little bits that was onto the screen. At this point in time, I still have no idea if this was the actual screen protector and I ripped it off, or I need a new one, or if that was part of the label that needed to be peeled and that was fused with the tablet. So guys, let me know, is this normal for this thing to disintegrate and be really hard to peel off? Because I don't think it was. And when I used my pen tablet and tried to draw on this weird ripped off piece of like plastic that was on the tablet itself, my pen tablet actually ripped right through, and so you can see lines at the top, and it made drawing on the tablet really difficult. So I'm thinking that was probably part of the plastic that was supposed to peel off, or is that the screen protector? I don't know. So since I don't know, you guys just let me hear your thoughts and help me, because I generally don't know if I should actually go out and buy another screen protector, or if this is a screen protector, because I looked at the corner of the tablet and there was this tiny little bubble on this little thing. I'm thinking, is that the screen protector that is on it? And I don't want to peel it or pick at it or anything, so I'm just leaving it as it is. So just let me guys know, just in case that I'm wrong or I'm right, or I'm like drawing out a tablet and destroying the screen, because that has been an issue, and every other person who's reviewed the tablet, that's the first thing they have said, or even Jazz have made that same mistake. So this is a tiny little warning for Huion if you plan on buying the tablet and everything, but it's not something that's like a deal breaker for me. I'm fine with that. It's like, it's not that bad. It's like buying a Nintendo and then having to like apply those screen protectors. Like, believe me, as a 90s kid, I have dealt with screen protectors and scratching up my stuff to bits, so I'm not that bothered about stuff like that. It's not something that I'll lose sleep over. Okay. Next critique isn't against Huion itself, it's just the transition from moving from a drawn tablet to a screen tablet. So this is my drawn tablet right here, and thank you, brave soldier, for serving me through all the years. And it's now time to say goodbye for my my Wacom Bamboo tablet that I bought for £70 when it first came out. PC Curry's and everything. Actually, it used to be PC World, and then Curry's was a separate shop, and now they're fused. And so yeah, this is a relic. I've had this thing for more than 10 years. It is more than 10 years old, which is why the wire is dying, as you can see. So goodbye, brave tablet. You've served me well. Holy shit, using the Huion tablet so fast. I never realized how I wasn't drawn as much as I used to, or how long it was taking. I just needed just the pen settings, sketching a line art, that's fine. It's just as easy, and that's okay. It's just the colouring. I've noticed my brush and watercolour adjustments are a bit too sensitive. I'm really light-handed, and I just graze the watercolour and it goes on way too hard, or the marker tool isn't consistent with the layers on top, and it leaves like this weird like overlayer effect that I do not like when I want it to be a flat matte colour. So I'm either going to have to fiddle or try Clip Studio and forget about Psy completely. Yeah, Clip Studio review, that'll be in the next video after this. Another issue, not regarding Huion, but mostly my laptop. My laptop has a USB port and the HDMI are on 2 different sides. So I feel as if I'm straining my cable to like connect to my laptop, and the extra wire that came with the tablet needs an adapter. And looking at tutorials on YouTube, I was genuinely confused. I was like, what do I do? And I wasn't really sure what the instructions were trying to tell me. So unless I buy a new laptop whose HDMI and USB were on the same side, or wait until the cable breaks from the strain. But as I typed this up, I realized I could have connected the 2 red USB ports, and that would give a lot of wiggle room and still work. So issue resolved. I was just a dumbass, so I can't actually extend the wires, and so that way it's not straining as much, and it's just sitting there on me laptop. I'm not pulling anything, I'm not worried about any type of strain. So everything's going great. Next up would be the color display. Now, we've seen tons of TikToks and videos online talking about color theory, or their tablet iPads that just don't color right, you know, whitewashing and all that stuff. For example, my Huion when drawing this piece was really bright, but when I looked up at my laptop, I noticed it was saturated. My laptop screen looked muddy and gross, while my tablet looked really bright. So I tried to take a picture of the 3 together, my phone on Instagram, my tablet and my laptop, and yet my phone couldn't pick up the screens, and it all looked a bit too off and to show what I was singing. But if you look at most of my digital art, I've never favoured bright colours because my bright colours were either not good enough or kept competing with one another. Most of my backgrounds is grey. I never used backgrounds, but this was the first time using a bold colour. But what got me was which one was real. Like, at the end of the day, if my Huion tablet is brightening the colours but everything turns out dull, what's the point in that? Or has my laptop been sabotaging me all this year? So now I'm just a bit irritated by one of them. So others online with their tablets have gotten complaints that their work's looking lightened or greyed out, and I was worried that the display had a different look to the finalised piece. Just to compare and see which one was closer, I realised that thankfully my tablet was more accurate while my laptop screen was dull. So Huion not only made me draw faster, is fun to draw, and has more accurate colour display, so now I can mess around with bright colours is a win. Last critique, my laptop died so quickly. I felt like I was barely an hour drawn in before my laptop gave a warning for the depleted battery. I had to plug in my charger, which my laptop is powering another screen, and yet even my drawn tablet didn't deplete the battery as much, but it was only powering like a tiny blue light to see it was on. And yeah, but I figured that I need to make a more permanent setup for the screen tablet, and I can't move around the house while I'm drawing. So all the good things is that this is my first screen tablet, and I figured it would be bad. So all good things, this is my first screen tablet, and I seriously thought it would be bad. There was one time at an art workshop, someone asked me if I wanted to use the screen tablet for the first time, and my sister was going, "My sister's an artist, she's amazing, she can use tablets, wink." So I used a drawn tablet, not a screen tablet, and yet the art was disgusting, and I felt so embarrassed. My sister was blowing a lot of hot air, and I felt awful because people was just looking going, she can draw and just use a tablet, but the art piece I put on the screen on the projector where everyone can see looked really shit, and I felt awful. So when I opened up Huion, I was expecting a lot of mistakes. I was thinking I'm gonna have to relearn how to draw this. Like, when I got into traditional art, I felt like I was drawing for the first time and everything looked ugly and horrendous, and it took me years trying to find a way to get the art on paper to look like the art on digital, so I can keep like consistent, so that way it doesn't look like 1 minute I'm tracing and next minute I'm like doing something else. But yeah, it turns out when I put it on Huion, my art actually looked really good. If anything, it looked better, and I was like, what the hell, Huion improved my art, what the fuck? Yeah, I was really expecting my art to look like shit. I thought the transition of looking up at my laptop and drawing blind, then suddenly drawing on a screen tablet would be hard. What I struggle with, though, is my own hand and wrist getting in the way. So I do have to keep looking up at my laptop like it's drawing pad if I can't see what I'm drawing. So I had to keep twisting my wrist out the way just to get into the little tiny bits that I was missing on the art piece. So now I need to invest in an art stand, like the stand to prop up the thing. It wasn't included, but again, I knew that. But given that it came with a pen with a ton of nibs, a glove, cold-coated wires to install the screen, it's actually really nice. So yeah, I really like this tablet. I was expecting a bad end and crying as I return it, because I am very unlucky with technology. Like, I'm 26. I'm so old, but it's fine. Okay, so it literally took me years to finally build up the confidence and patience to buy a tablet, because it takes me ages, because I finally like save a lot of money to finally invest in paying for said tablets and everything. So now that I've got it, I can never relax, and I've actually really liked using it. The only problem is, again, without the stand, I'm pretty much holding it like an iPad with like one wrist, and I think I pulled a muscle, and that was just for using it for like 3 hours yesterday. And yeah, and like I see people online who don't have stands who like prop it up and like hold it while they're drawing, and that is a lot of wrist strength just to keep that balanced and turn it and everything. So either I need to invest in a stand, or I don't know, I just need to figure it out and everything. Yeah, it's like I was expecting a lot of problems, but it came out really well. So I really like the Huion 13 screen tablet. I was going to invest and pay for like a Cintiq one, which is like 10 grand, I think. I don't know, I forgot how much it was, but it's like very expensive, and I was like, ugh! I was like, I can't afford that. So people kept recommending Huion. We're starting to say it's actually better than Cintiq. I wouldn't know, but my Wacom bamboo tablet that I've had it for more than 10 years, so like I do know that people say Huion's great, but I do kind of believe that at the time when I bought this like over 10 years ago, that my Wacom tablet, you know, lasted this long and is really consistent. Like the only problem was that the wire itself died and the nibs was eroded away. But other than that though, it's like lasted for so long, so I can see the investment in the money. But it's more like the whole, what's the point in spending so much money for something that's gonna last for years, when what if you actually do want to spend more money to buy new tablets? Because what if new tablets have new features, they get updated, like the screens are like more different, etc., better backspace buttons and like shortcut keys and everything, or better like fluidity, because what if we can get like a Bluetooth version of a screen tablet where you just like, you know, charge it and you can like move around the house and you won't have to be using wires to connect. I know it just depends on the person. Like if you want long time value, then save a lot of money and get like, you know, the Wacom type tablets. But if you're someone who wants something cheap but also something that, you know, is actually really easy and like easy to use, then yeah, Huion, I actually understand the hype now. So yeah, that's pretty much my review. Not sponsored. And I hope you guys liked the video and the speed paint that I made with this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!